Welcome to this episode of Wanderlust Solo Women Travel Unscripted. Real women, real stories, real journeys, and no filter. Join Gina, your host, to share the experiences and stories of solo female travelers and advocates from all over the world, with a mission to empower women of all ages, backgrounds, and life stages to embrace solo female travel with confidence and enthusiasm, while being authentic and real, unscripted. Confronting the challenges and apprehensions many women face when considering solo adventures, providing inspiration to break through those barriers. Sharing how life transitions, loss, and trauma can lead to amazing experiences, rediscovery, and life journeys. The good, the bad, and the ugly of authentic and honest travel. So let's throw out the script, get comfy, and jump right into this episode.
Welcome everyone, it's so good to have you here to this episode of Wanderlust Solo Women Travel Unscripted. So I'm coming to you from Bali today, and I was going to jump on and have a whole episode about something else, and then had an amazing meetup last night with a old travel buddy that I actually went to Cuba with 9 years ago. So because of that, I just wanted to jump in and actually do an episode about connections while you travel. This can be, making new friends, but also local connections within the country you're traveling to. It's so important to connect with the local culture and people, but also the travel buddies. I've made amazing travel buddies when I've been solo. Sue, who I met last night, we actually met in Cuba, and it was 9 years ago, like I mentioned. It was like yesterday. We chatted about everything, and it was so amazing. And I'm so grateful for the friends that I have made all over the world. So just remember that being alone when you're traveling doesn't necessarily mean you're actually alone. I know that's an old saying. And the other really important thing is to actually connect with locals. Go around to see where their events are happening, whether there's a market or a fair or a sports event. I just bike down the end of the beach here, and it's where all the families go away from the resorts and everything. And, there's people having picnics and they're enjoying the sunset, their kids flying their kites. And it's such a neat way to see how locals live and even meet some of them. I was talking to one of the girls that works here where I'm staying, and she's doing an internship here, and she actually she's learning English literature. We had a great conversation for about half an hour. It was so wonderful just to hear about her education and what she loves and what she wants to do, but also, hear about what life is for them, because it doesn't matter where you are in the world. The most basic thing is we all want to be happy. We want health and, wellness for our families. I mean, that's universal. Doesn't matter where you go. So you can always find something to talk about. That's a common connection. I think that's really important to remember. And quite often you will learn and appreciate so much more by connecting with locals. This can be even through just hiring a local guide, supporting local businesses that are run, within the communities you are traveling to. But be open to these experiences. Be open to having conversations with strangers. I know it's super hard, especially if you're a little bit of an introvert like me, but I've really come out of my shell by having these interactions with people, and I find it so important, and it's enriched my travel experiences so much more. I mean, the memories I cherish the most are the ones I've made with the people I've met. Photographs, God, how often do we really look at them? Yeah, we can buy trinkets and everything, but it's those memories of the people you meet that are going to have the long-lasting effect, and that's so important. Don't be afraid to, go out and explore a little bit. Free walking tours. Oh my God, free walking tours wherever you go in a city are the best way, one, to learn to navigate where you are, but also, and usually the guides have some little secret tips and gems they share with you. But the other thing too is you'll meet other like-minded people on that day out. And quite often, well, what's happened for me is then we've connected that evening, or we've gone out for dinner, or we've said, oh, there's another trip. Do you want to go and do this? So free walking tours are such a great way to connect with people while you're traveling solo. The other thing you can do to get a real local connection is hire a local guide. Try and stick to local rather than going to, these are for like day trips or, small half day tours. Try and hire someone local that's reputable. Get your guide and greet her to organisations that are really good options to use. And, even if where you're staying, you stay with, local Airbnbs or homestays and those sorts of experiences where there's someone there that can give you tips and share, local insights, which will be so much more enriching for your travel experience. So this is just a real short little blip of an episode where I just wanted to reiterate how important it is to make connections while traveling. This is, with the local people, which will enrich your travel experience, but also to make new friends and new connections. And like I said, you might not see that friend for 10 years, maybe even 20 years, who knows? But when you do meet, it's going to be so amazing and you have so much to share. So please be open to these experiences and keep following, because the next episode is really exciting. I can't wait to bring our next guest to you. So please comment, like, and subscribe and grow my little audience. I'd really appreciate your support, and thank you for being here. And remember, it's never too late to unleash your wanderlust.
Thanks for listening. Please share the love by liking, commenting, or subscribing, or join us in our Facebook community.